Good evening, y'all. It's your man Earl. Late night Saturday. We are getting ready to hit the bed and want to get this video up to you guys. It has been a very long day, a lot of mental business planning, strategy, meditation, studying, reading, all the above. Once again, like, subscribe to the channel. You know what we're on. We're in the middle of our capital campaign. We're raising funds for a bookstore fire. Yesterday we talked about purpose, and today we're talking about really the quite opposite of purpose, which is distraction. So day 67, March, I think it's the 7th. Yeah, March 7th. We're talking about distractions, and I just want to give you guys a little bit of information so you guys can understand that distractions are your enemy when it comes to purpose. Okay, now I don't want to go too far deep off into this because I don't want the pop psychologists to come out, if you will. I don't want the psychobabble, if you will. But your brain naturally enjoys being distracted because when you fall into distractions, your brain gets a break from dealing with real life trouble, real life issues, real life challenges. Okay, and so the brain has these mechanisms so you can allow for escape of reality. Now we understand that's true. We're not going to go off into that. Nevertheless, you have to be able to control that. And that's where purpose is juxtaposed with distraction. Okay, so you have to be able to control your level of distractions with your ability to hold focus, which ultimately means holding your purpose. Excuse me. Hey, you know what we do here? We put it right in. Day 67. Distractions. Okay. Now, what are distractions? Let me get to my notes here. Okay. There's two primary areas that you have to deal with when it comes to distractions. Distractions are external, which are outside of you, and then distractions are internal, which are the things that you constantly chew on and think about, sometimes over exaggerate in your brain. So I'll say it again. Distractions come from two places, outside of you, and then distractions come from the inside. All right, let me hit my notes. Okay. So when you talk about external distractions, most of the time, these are visual or emotional, sometimes social triggers that cause you to go off into, I'm going to call it la la land for the sake of example, go off into no man's land, go off into roaming, go off into just endless scrolling. All right. So these are external, distractions that if you're not careful can constantly take you away from purpose. Now, I'm gonna give you a phrase here. All of us have something that's called go-to distractions. And what I mean by that is all of us have something that we go to keep us from dealing with the tough stuff in life. Some people, it's social media. Their go-to distraction is the very thing that we always promote: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr, Snapchat, all these platforms. Okay, some people's distractions, go-to distractions, are social media. Sometimes your go-to distraction is your email. People are checking email every 5-10 minutes or answering emails every 5-10 minutes. Sometimes that's your go-to distraction. How about, here's a big one. These are all external. How about text messaging? Okay, you can always find someone to text. Not necessarily call, but you can always find someone to text. That's someone's go-to distraction. Okay, these are all external. What about getting something to eat? I mean, and the list goes on and on and on, But here is the key. All of us have what we call go-to distractions, and your chief responsibility when it comes to getting into your purpose in life is to understand your trigger. What triggers you to go to those external distractions? Same thing with internal distractions. Let me go to my notes. Okay? Internal distractions are such as hunger, fatigue. How about this one? Worry. How about anxiety? Here's a big one. Daydreaming. Not meditating, daydreaming. There are people who go off into cloud nine with daydreaming. Okay? Not focused thinking. I'm talking about daydreaming. Okay? What about worrying? Listen, 80% of what you worry about never comes to pass. And I did a video on this, and I may do a 2.0 on worry. Okay? But 80% of what you worry about, and I've seen statistics up to 85% of what you worry about never comes to fruition. Okay? These are the two types of distractions: external distractions and then internal distractions. Okay? And here's the thing. You have to figure out what your triggers are so that you don't go off into an excessive mode of distraction. Okay? So you want to seek out your purpose. Okay? Find your purpose. Seek the Most High God. Find your purpose. Study yourself. Okay? Know yourself. Figure out what you like. And then the opposite of that is figure out what keeps you from getting to those things. What's keeping you from your dreams, goals, aspirations, seeking out the Most High God's will, perfect will for your life. These are all distractions that you must deal with. And then here's the thing about it. They don't go away. Just because you conquer it today, March 7th, I got it. I finally didn't get on my email for 2 hours. Okay, great. But now what about tomorrow? What about Sunday? What about Monday? When you figure out that you, got to deal with Monday morning. So instead of laying out next week's plans, goals, and objectives, you run and hide and you start getting on Facebook for 3 hours. Or you start getting on Twitter for 2 hours. Okay? And you go check everybody who you follow on Instagram. See what's shaking on Instagram. That's what's called an external distraction. And there are plenty of people who get into that and then wonder why they're not moving forward in life. Okay? Distractions. It's your man Earl, day 67 on the calendar, March 7th. Figure out what your distractions are, minimize them, and walk into your perfect purposes. God bless you. God keep you. Click the links below. Like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Fig Tree Global, Fig Tree Global, Fig Tree Global on all social medias. And then check out our GoFundMe, Fig Tree Global Bookstore Fire. Check us out on our PayPal. Help us stay and hold the line. God bless you. Peace.